All right, leader recruitment. There are two ways to recruit a leader. Allies menu and by selecting a region with a leader name and pressing the quick recruit leader button. So Ho Chi Minh has depleted their power as a result of their actions in Indochinese zone. So they had recruited Ho Chi Minh.
Oh, really?
One of the great pillars of Asian communism, ideological, guerrilla leader, and dogmatic, Ho's life was dedicated to Vietnamese self-determination under a collective regime of the peasants. His health problems and his ideological irreplaceability make the stability of his dream all the more fragile. So we can choose that.
Okay.
But so Ho Chi Minh was initially supported by the United States when against the Japanese. We sent a lot of supplies and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then afterwards, we're like, okay, you're part of France again.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Strategy Mill said there are color tones to change and options to other classic screens too. Oh, really? Oh my gosh, that's really cool.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play around with that.
Good to know. Good to know. I'm kind of colorblind, so this one works really well for me. I'm happy with the orange and blue, like completely different ends of the color wheel. All right. So now we can get allies ourselves. Characters are off-map units and should not be confused with on-map leaders. Despite becoming lost if their power drops to 0, but unlike leaders, they do not require recruitment and hold no set abilities. Activated by focuses, they bring with them their own set of decisions, often linked to domestic interests. So, leaders are on-map historical figures that can be regionally recruited. Unlike military units, they cannot move or attack, but they defend against enemy attacks, losing 1 power each time they are in combat. Leaders have different abilities that grant varying bonuses, usually at the expense of a fraction of their power. All leaders lose 1 power each timeline and will be immediately lost if their power is reduced to 0. So let's go ahead and take a look. What did Ho Chi Minh get accomplished? So yes, we have a fairly strong Indochinese zone. So we have Vietnam and Cambodia and Laos here. So they, this was considered French Indochina at the time, while it was still a colony of France. And yeah, he has some pretty significant influence. So we also have Sri Lanka with 2 influence. We have Eastern India with 1, Burma with 1. We have, oh, straits, okay, because there's a strait there. We have 1 in the Thai-Malaysian zone, and we have 1 in Pakistan. So in this area of Asia, we don't have a lot of influence, and they got some for free.
Oh, nice.
Anyways.
Strategy Mill said they designed that specifically for colorblind people, which is really cool. Our GFX team worked with over 200 color tones to pick ones with correct brightness and contrast so colorblind could see the colors on the screen. This color tone, that is.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I had a serious eye injury while I was in Iraq, so thank you. It's really nice. There are some games that I'm just like
you can't tell when something. Yeah,
I wanted to get into Hades, but character doesn't stand out enough from everything around it for me, and I need to like create a major color contrast so that
there might be some settings in Hades, but I'm not sure because I don't have the game.
I looked at it. Yeah, I just haven't found it yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna keep looking. Anyways, we can hire David Ben-Gurion, the father of the Israeli state and militant Zionist. Happily works with and against anyone as for the sake of a Jewish homeland. There is nothing he won't do. So he's going to have a predicted power of 2. He's going to cost us 1 government. Well, this is kind of one of those, like, what do we do? Do we support somebody who does certain things? I mean, obviously he's going to be seizing a whole bunch from the Palestinian people. But it's towards our good. Yay, America!
Well, it's a game, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's not IRL, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Try not to attach what you you think IRL, because it's a game. So
yeah, exactly. So it's just kind of interesting that we get the ability to support people who may or may not have been the best of people. We're gonna recruit them. Yay! Music of the region.
Like that. That's a nice touch right there.
Yeah.
Like that.
So let's go ahead and check out the Middle East and what's happening. So we have them there. So we take we take an area where they had one influence, and
Okay.
he's going to have a couple of turns. Hopefully, we'll spread our influence.
Okay. Good to meet.
Right. Let's go back to where we were. Europe. We don't have any decisions. We have one policy where we can reconnect to the West Wing. I'm going to look at doing this in another game, like because I need to do it to unlock it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's just too much bait this game. Like there's just here in Eastern Europe. Oh, there's nothing here now. Do I risk it for a biscuit? But we only have 2 turns. I would have to place a fighter and then place a fighter. Would it count?
I feel like our deliberating
Okay,
is
okay.
gonna like
all right. I'm gonna do it.
Do you ever feel like when you're playing a game like this that like maybe behind the scenes your luck is gonna change if you wait too long? That's how I feel like that sometimes.
Actually, no, because we would go through finance deploying it right there.
Oh.
So I'm not gonna do it. I'll place a fighter here
Okay.
in Iceland, and if we okay, we got a sub coming out.
I love biscuits. Movie said cheddar pig.
Dude.
Movie, you've got your priorities straight. For sure. Cheddar biscuits are yeah.
So,
oh my god, I love cheddar biscuits.
Growing up in Spokane, Washington, I only looked down. Oh yeah, we can't sense them. Can bombers sense them? I don't think they can either. Yeah, we can't. Oh no, we can. Okay, we can engage them. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and bomb the submarine. Anyways, so the USSR has selected popular unrest, which once again takes place in Western Europe. So we'll be sticking around in Western Europe. They gain 1 influence in Western Europe, and they set their people to 6. They're going to gain some people, so that's going to be something that's going to happen to them. Anyway, so the USSR has done a policy of its own, which is the 5th International. They have a little bit
That's him.
a little bit of world influence.
Oh,
we have
movie.
more, and some victory points.
They're just words, movie. But I know there's like it's weird. There's several people that are like, I can't hear these words. So like, but they're just words. It'll be fine. I won't say it intentionally then. I won't say it intentionally. I promise.
So we still got the same policies to focus on.
Okay.
Let's go back. We have no new allies that we can recruit. Sorry, I should have just clicked there. We have a whole bunch of units. We have some intel. Anyways, so
What is smear anyways? Sorry. I'm getting off on a tangent while Nora's talking about this.
let's go ahead and bomb that remaining submarine to get some more victory points. We're gonna get 2 VP out of it.
All right.
What I'm gonna try and do in the meantime. Oh shoot! Tanks
Uh-oh.
are invading. Sorry, Norway.
So one of our members of Mug Club, that guy who's a pretty close friend of ours, he's from Norway. Sorry, that guy.
So we're gonna go ahead and push the
Sorry
tanks
about
back
that.
out.
to
We're reorganizing.
That guy's from, and you just gone.
Oh shoot!
I think we're messing things up right now.
They're doing a multi-pronged attack.
Oh,
see.
you're movie. Oh my god.
So I'm gonna attack from my sub as well,
movie, calm down.
or from my carrier. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, Nord, what are we doing?
All right, let's look at doing the report. I kind of want to stick in Western Europe so we can keep doing things.
Okay.
But this is going to hurt some stuff in the French-Belgian zone.
Okay.
But whatever. I want to
Whatever. Let's
stick
do
in
it.
I want to stick in Western Europe.
Okay.
We're going to continue to be armed. All right, Atomic Energy Act. The Southern United Kingdom requires a logistical convoy route. The United States has signed an exclusive nuclear sharing agreement with Canada and the United Kingdom. This act formalizes nuclear cooperation between the signees, restricting the flow of information from our military to all other nations. So this is going to go over the logistical flow of things.
Okay.
So if you go onto the map,
Hmm.
there's the logistics map,
Okay.
which shows you where stuff can and can't flow through.
So this means like we can flow through like Canada if we want.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have enough stuff to be able to go through. Anyways, we have 2 new policies that are available. American culturization. American culturization reduces military alignment by 1 and gains 8 VP. Ugh.
I don't.
We need VP.
Plus 8 VP is a lot.
8 VP is pretty good. Is that okay? Do I have your
No, we
permission?
should do it because that's
Okay.
a lot of VP. You know, as soon as we get to 100, which I'm pretty sure we're kind of far. We're at like 28. We're pretty far.
But we're getting there.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
All right. So let's
I
go ahead.
I totally keep getting off of a tangent. So while you're playing too, so I probably haven't been much of a help for us to keep focusing
All right.
as closely on it.
The fighter there is busy.
Strategy mill said click a region after having selected the logistics map, and it will show you the logistics route and costs.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and do so. So looking at I do that wrong. So logistics map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. So it's showing us everything.
Is that new to you? Is this one new to you?
I hadn't used it before.
Oh,
I just
really? Okay.
I just used the cost. So,
Oh,
like,
it looks like it's showing the routes. Is it showing
Yeah.
the routes? Oh, that's good information.
so we know
Hey,
how
thanks, Strategy Mill.
Thank you.
That was something new.
that lets us know how things get between different areas.
Okay, that's
So we
helpful.
can get stuff down
I
to
like that.
Australia easier than we can get it down to the Falkland
Oh, okay.
Islands. We can get it to the Maldives easier than we can get it to Turkey.
Oh, that's so much nicer than like just guessing.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like-
that's
I was
that's
like,
good
okay, I don't
information
really-
to have.
Yeah.
So discussing that sharing agreement
Uh-huh.
for nuclear technologies.
Mhm.
So France was pretty pissed off about it
Oh,
historically.
sorry, friend.
They were like, we just got steamrolled. Share how to make nukes too.
Yeah.
And both us and the UK were like, nope. And so they were pretty ticked off.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
developed their own program, which they let's see, they ended up doing their nukes like out in this area.
Mhm.
There's like a French Polynesia, whatever. Anyways, that's where they tested their nuke.
Mhm.
And so they had their own nuclear program. And that's another reason why France was pissed off recently, because we just traded a nuclear sub, the United States did, to Australia, because we made all these like, we can't give you nukes, France. We're trying to stop nuclear proliferation. And now we're like, oh, hey, Australia, here you go. Here's a nuclear sub. So anyways, that's what's happened kind of recently.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. That did happen real recently.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand what was going on with it, but I kind of understand. I understand why France is pissed now.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for telling us a little bit about that.
Waffle said the first French nuclear test was in the Algerian desert, though. Polynesia has been used more recently because it's a remnant of the empire and therefore not too populated, minimizing impact but annoying natives. You may be familiar with that as America.
So we have this tank that we're going to be dealing with. I do want to use fighters mostly, or I mean bomber. I do want to use fighters mostly for being able to deal with them. However, I also want to be able to move my fighters and rebase them.
I feel like
So I'm going to use my bomber here.
yeah. Okay, that sounds good to me. So the thing with this game, like I was talking to you about it before we started
For more victory
stream.
points.
This game feels really like scary because it does the tensions really well, but also because you got two of these major places that are doing this like arms race, and just thinking about that is really kind of terrifying. Like, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of people though they don't really think about how many nukes there are, you know. So I think it's like one of those things that most people just don't even think about. We don't talk about it really in the news or anything anymore. So it's just not a thing that's like something that people think about.
And
so.
even relatively minor levels of nuclear fallout are extremely dangerous. So like in Fallujah, there was a lot of depleted uranium used.
Yeah, okay.
And
I didn't know.
the birth defects are higher than just about anywhere else in the world, and it's like,
is that like one of the places where they were showing that there was a lot of kids that had like these major birth defects? Okay, I know. Yeah, I remember that in school in textbook or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And depleted uranium is still very, very. It's pretty much, it's inert. Like there's not a lot of radioactivity to it.
Yeah.
And that's just with depleted uranium. Like actually, highly concentrated radiation, whatever it's called, when you're making a nuclear power source, they concentrate it. I forgot what the process is called, but yeah, just that level. It's terrifying how much radiation exposure there is. We got other things like, remember how everybody was talking about how, well, Chernobyl is such a success example, and now it's lit back up, or lighting back up. It's in the process of it because it wasn't properly decommissioned. Like, working with nuclear stuff it's a very complex process.
Yeah.
You need to have a planned beginning and a planned end.
Yeah.
We still don't have anything in the United States for where we're going to send our materials. It's just growing up near Hanford.
I feel like this stream has been super educational for me today. Well, so I'm just like, wow, really? I had no idea.
If you had a basement in Spokane, there was supposed to be a law to have a radon detector because of how much radon was in Spokane.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Strategy Mill says, when we launched the nuclear war after making the system for the first time and saw the bomber passing each other in mid-air, we realized that it would happen in real life too. Fighter escorts would not follow bombers all the way, so at some point the bombers would pass each other mid-air, realizing what the other was doing, and their only way to stop the opponent from bombing their children would be to ram them mid-air. That's insane. That's wild, right? Totally crazy to think about and realize, yeah, that's really wild. Oh my gosh.
So here's what we got to do.
This happens every time we start playing a game and there's history stuff in it, I feel like.
Yeah, sorry. So, U.S. Air Forces in Europe, Department of Defense, we recommend deploying a bomber command in the southern UK region. If we do it, we get 2 VP. So...
That's good, right?
We can do one in Northern Ireland instead, gain 1 VP, or supply the RAF instead, which would give us 2 government at the expense of 2 military. I don't like going through your military points. We need to save those. So let's try to decide later. Let's get a bomber in the United Kingdom, and then hopefully this will work. Okay. Sound good?
Yeah.
Oh, freaking tanks again. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. All right.
I mean, what did you expect, Nord?
Yeah, I know. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to spend the finance to place one here.
Okay. What?
Where did that tank go?
What happened with the...
Did it back out?
Okay,
unknown unit is no longer detected in mainland Norway.
Okay.
All right, well, here we go. 2 VP. Yay for us.
We're at 34 VP.
We're not doing bad. And we have 5 nukes. I'm pretty happy with how our eastern or western European region is looking.
I think we need to do a playthrough where the plan is to nuke. Just to play, like you said, you feel like that if you're playing like that, it's almost like an evil playthrough. I think we should do that on one of these times when we play through. I would really like to do an evil playthrough. Not that I will. It would be cool to see to have a different style. You know what I mean?
I agree. We should give it a try sometime. Let's go ahead and let's see if they're showing in Eastern Europe. They're not showing.
Although I feel like if you like, nuking is not necessarily a win. You know?
Definitely. And yeah, we're still at a very low percentage. I don't know. Do you want me to risk trying to put some fighters here so we can do that other policy?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and give it a try.
I don't think it's worth it.
Well, we're gonna learn one way or another, right?
Yeah.
The United States is now capable of staging nuclear strikes from the United Kingdom. While purely on an informal basis, the British are now able to assist in nuclear strikes from their borders, should the need ever arise. The RAF looks forward to continued operation with the U.S. Armed Forces at the front.
Okay.
So, I have a family and connections
Okay.
in Scotland,
Mm-hmm.
and the Scottish are very, very ticked off about how many of the nukes are for the UK are in their area.
Oh, really?
They're just like, okay, yeah, send everything dangerous to us. Sure.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's go ahead.
I mean, doesn't that way? I mean,
We're going to rebase our fighter command to the West German Alpine zone and then hopefully be able to activate it.
yeah, strategy mill said total.
All right. We're now on to 1951. We completed 46 to 50. So victory points. Victory points are earned through the following methods: enacting policies, destroying or forcing a withdrawal of enemy military units, or being the first to achieve new advancement in the space race, which is what we're going for. Gaining VP from decisions as well. So our victory conditions, we are just over a third of the way there.
Oh, good.
We have not done. We've moved in time, but yeah. All right. So here we go.
Okay. I was reading.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the different options. So we have post-war development. That's going to be North America. Democratic movement. That's in South America. Anglo-American loans. Once again, Western Europe. East Asia, Western Europe, Middle East. Turkish Straits crisis. This is in the Middle East. We have done some stuff in the middle so far. So that might be interesting. America's Playground, that's Central America, and then alleviate UK hardships, which is in Western Europe. I want to look at the Western Europe ones first.
Okay.
So, shoot, we are, our finance sucks.
We need to find a way to not use our finances and to get more.
Our people is looking good. Our elites don't look good. Government's okay. Military's doing good. So we want to bring up our finances and our elites if possible. So set influence in Northern United Kingdom and Southern United Kingdom to 3, gain 1 finance. If we go to Anglo-American loans, or alleviate UK hardship. Ooh. Spend 2 finance to gain 1 people. And then interest holders requires at least 1 more finance.
No.
But it's going to be a 2-1-1 for any of these. So,
Oh, so it doesn't.
I think maybe going with X for finance.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we'll be able to do the policy from the last one because I think it's over. But let's
Okay.
go ahead and give it a try.
Okay.
So, we're definitely going to be armed. We're not going to disarm because we have so many here. Select branch for America's Playground in Central. Oh, we're going to be doing Central America. We don't get the option on it. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to disarm.
Okay, Strategy Mill said, just to point out, the focuses now in Timeline 2 and beyond will rarely be the same 2 plays in a row, as the foci are semi-random, so no 2 games are going to be the same.
Yeah, I saw some of that, but thank you for updating us on that. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. All right, so we can place one influence down here.
That makes for more interesting gameplay, so that's a good thing.
Let's try to head them off by going in Cuba. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
The
Molotov,
enemy have launched
Plan
their
West
first
has happened.
object into space.
What? They're leading in the space race.
We haven't even.
We didn't get a shit. Oh my god.
I didn't even get a chance. I know, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I haven't even done anything with space.
Damn.
Ugh.
Soviet Union. All right, America's Playground. Brandishing the bejeweled velvet hotels of the Caribbean, Cuba is an asset for U.S. financial elites, celebrities, and landowning corporate finance and mobsters. Endless rounds of dark rum, Roomba,
What,
indolence,
Nick?
and gambling fuels the unvarnished American opulence. The progressive 1940 Constitution of Cuba holds the hopes and aspirations of its people to share in these riches. It promises the implementation of public education, universal health care, minimum wage, and restrictions on the size of foreign land holdings. Havana Conference. The papers characterize our elites as soft on organized crime and corruption. They contrast them with the mafia as a modern, ever-expanding, efficient national crime syndicate rumored to be run by Charlie Lucky Luciano. All right, they say this exiled gangster is running the operation with his childhood friend, the Jewish syndicate boss, Mayor, the little man, Lansky, behind him, solidifying power at a major crime conference in Cuba. Media asserts that Luciano emerges as the boss of all bosses. So USSR succeeded in Molotov Plan West in Western Europe. So we're still leading on victory points, but they're gaining more influence. All right, space race. Strategic Defense Initiative can be researched. That's the final one. A competition between our nations in all domains. You find the space race in the main menu. Select the available research and spend the required military cost to launch them. Researched in sequence, the space race gradually unlocks by the passing of the timelines.
We spent a little bit of military, so I'm not sure how much military we're gonna have.
We should be fine. We should be fine. I've been keeping military for this. Each step awards victory points to the first faction that secures it, and provides an additional 10% recon success rate regardless. Oh damn, we're losing that too. First faction to reach Strategic Defense Initiative wins the Cold War.
Maybe space race isn't how we're gonna win this, Nord.
So the USSR has taken a prestigious step in the space race, earning 2 victory points by getting Sputnik. Whatever.
Whatever.
I
Sputnik.
deny it.
No, Sputnik.
Jawaharlal Nehru has risen in power in South Asia. Indian icon, lawyer, and Marxist, dedicated his entire life and all his energies to Indian independence. A pacifist, he yet would see the atomic bomb as crucial to India's survival. All right,
That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, but I mean, some people ended up regretting that.
Oh. Really?
Einstein
Mhm.
helped with the atomic weapon development, but later on regretted his part in it.
Oh, really?
Anyways, from First Commissioner Harry J. Anslinger, the political support for Luciano's mafia stems from corporate finance. Corporate finance's high-flying man in Cuba, Fulgencio Batista Zaldivar. I advise a full federal investigation to uncover intelligence on these disgraceful corporate ventures. So we don't have a lot of options on this. This demands a new National Security Act. So we gain influence and lose military.
You don't want to lose military?
No.
I mean, we're trying to win. Maybe we're not going to win this with the space race. That's okay, right? We can be flexible if we need to be.
Maybe, yeah.
We just might not be able to win this space
We
race.
came in with an idea.
And we're gonna
And
leave
Sputnik,
without it.
and Sputnik crapped on
Yes, but Sputnik did a doggy doo-doo on it, so
it. Oh.
I feel like maybe we shouldn't be attached to winning this with the space race.
Mhm.
Because it's starting to look kind of concerning. I don't know.
Anyways, we don't have the points to do the others, so we have to go with this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the policies. North America Capital Ventures. Influence at least 3 in all of Western Mexico, Eastern Mexico, and Cuban Bahamian region. That'll be a little hard to pull off.
We're assuming we're gonna win too. Just so you know.
Hey, But now we can do the reconnecting the West Wing.
Okay, that works. Just don't. I know you had an idea. You wanted us to win Space Race, and I kind of did too. But let's just not put
we
our
need to be flexible.
hopes and dreams on it. Yeah, let's not put our hopes and dreams
Things
on
are RNG. You enact alignment policies in your home theater, North America for the USA, Eastern Europe for the USSR. Each faction has one of each interest type. These policies are repeatable and they stand out from others, having their interest type as an icon. The ageless essence of leadership is to create an alignment of strength in ways that make a system's weaknesses irrelevant. All right. So we were able to get that one. Reconnect Congress is going to take, let's see, government alignment of at least
Congress.
2.
That sounds really hard. Sorry. Sounds impossible. 8 plus 9 victory point. I'm like at this point where I'm just kind of watching the victory points and almost making decisions based off the victory. Honest.
So we need to have a 2 with either government or elites. But it says increase. I remember having trouble with this last time because I got it to 2, but I think I decreased it to 2. Or is it both that I need to have both at 2? Either way, let's look at policies to be able to gain some elites.
Okay.
Because that should be helpful. Anyways, in North America, we can do Olympus Rising.
Mm-hmm.
So place 3 influence in North America. Let's go ahead and do that. So,
I don't know. I just want all your VP. Okay.
all your VPR belong to us.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're able to get more going through Greenland.
Okay.
Wrong. All right. I think we're able to get more supply going if we have this as a 3.
Okay.
Thought it was. Wrong again. Place
Misclick.
right here. Okay, I got to do it right in the circle.
Okay.
All right, now that we have...
You know how to click.
Now we have to we have that at a 3. That should help for our supply throughput.
The technology of mouse is hard sometimes. I'm sorry. You got it. You clicked.
I'm putting 1 in French Polynesia.
Strategy Mill said alignment is the number at the bottom below the interests. It represents what you will gain at the turn of each new timeline.
Yeah, I have some good stuff coming in.